get you high. We came here to 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 get you high.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it. Roll it, light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Wanna hit it that fat sack? Better come with the fat stack, or you might get fat packed. Little smoke in your face when I'm in the place. Feel the bass girl shaking that ass, Jack. Got the club jumping on, what you pumping on? While I pump the song, get a crew, girls get on the floor when we come in the door. Let me show you how we do. Yeah, we go for the gusto. Made a call to Presto. Make it feeling that rush, yo. Hit that split and blaze that blunt. Don't look at me funny, I'll say what I want. Don't ask for the cash back. Gonna spark with a flashback. Your rep, I'll trash that. Gonna blaze up a hash plan. Watch these scary bitches call hazmat. Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it. Roll it, light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it.
Back your poles like your blunt.
Light it. Roll it, light it.
Whenever we roll, whenever we load the bowl, people crowd around. We take control. It's impossible with the weed. I hope for you not to get down. When you here in the first place, you came to the worst place. I'm high on the surface. You don't want that grease, but the scene don't state your purpose. We don't want no fat butt. You wanna see us get fed up. We don't fall for the setup, dead up. Look at you now, you about to go head up. My flow got sped up, you hoes got wet up. Good luck trying to get up, met up. Take a hit and build this shit. Don't drink from the red cup. We still on the come up, and we come with a GONZO. This ain't about dumb luck.
Tired of the same old radio talk show? There is an alternative. This is GONZO Radio.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's all about, but hey, got that out. Hi, how you doing? Wow, that was a little silly. That's a little something we're going to do later. Welcome to the GONZO Radio Show, an extra special edition of said GONZO Radio Show, the Murphy's Law edition. We're having one of those days as a production company where next to nothing is going right. So by all means, stick around for the mayhem. We'll try to make at least 30 minutes out of it. I really hope so. You know, and sitting across from me, and you know what? And I'm going to kick that chair out of there in a second. But it's sitting across from me, and she's supposed to be faded up on the camera, and I don't know what in the hell. Really? We're going to do this now? Wow. Let's try it again. And Lisa. No Lisa. Lisa. No Lisa. Lisa. No Lisa. Wow. What? Go away.
I just want to say good luck.
We're trying to do a show in here. Oh my God. And it continues. It continues. Now we have a situation where the switcher doesn't want to switch. Has no desire whatsoever
so it's
to
come
switch.
To this now. I'm too cute. GONZO doesn't want to put the camera on me anymore.
I don't know what the hell it is. It's just failing on me left and right. Hey, look, I got you.
What?
I think I got you.
You got me?
I hope I got you.
Is this me? Is this really me? Nope, I see you. I don't see me.
No,
Where's
no.
me?
You'll see you. Watch. Wait for it. Wait
There's
for
me.
it.
Oh, I have a little bar across the bottom of me, though.
Not anymore, you don't.
Oh, my hair doesn't look purple in this light at all.
See if I can get back and forth. Okay. I don't know what button was pushed, but I unpushed it. Like I said, Murphy's Law Day. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, GONZO?
It's a tricky question. It really is. Our esteemed third banana, who actually is the second banana, Kevin Siegelbaum, the Idaho Jew, is not enjoying his birthday.
No, he's not.
And he's on a full-on mope. And since I'm having a shitty day, I don't give a fuck. Notice I dropped an F-bomb.
Swear jar.
Nope. Don't care. Nope.
Swear jar. Swear jar. Swear
Don't
jar.
care. Don't care.
Dollars
Don't-
going
no,
in the swear
no,
jar. And you said it like a couple of times in an uckety-uck type phrase. So I think $5 goes in here.
Don't care. I'm having a bad day. Everybody gets to have a bad day. So yeah. So we're gonna soldier on without him. Even though we went and got sushi for him and everything. So it seems that there's an air of DGAF and pretty much Gonzo can go screw. La la la, I'm all up in your face. It's Monday. Even though people know that it's Monday is show day, obviously people don't care. And
Maybe I should buy you a shirt that matches mine, Gonzo.
yes, show everybody what it says.
Okay, you have to tell me if I'm getting up in the area where people can see it. It says
A little higher, oh yeah, not today, not Todd, no, not today.
Sorry, my boobs are a little large.
Yes,
Not today, Satan.
yeah,
Not today.
yeah. It really, literally is one of those situations where it's not today, Satan. I'm not giving in. I for those of you who've been around the show for a little bit, you know I work this like I'm getting paid. I work this like this is my job. All right, and it's not just a labor of love. It's a labor of what I like to do. It's what I love to do, but it's not necessarily something that I love so much that I'm going to do it slavishly the same way over and over again. And I could go on making cryptic statements all night long, but this is about entertainment, not listening to me passive aggressively bitch. So let's get on to the entertainment portion, Lisa.
Okay.
The Walking Dead. What happened last night?
Okay, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert
for everyone.
for everybody who hasn't seen the show and they go la 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 la. I don't want to know. Well, guess what? Okay.
Exactly.
You're going to hear something. So I don't know. Mute us. What the hell?
Exactly. Turn away from the screen for a moment. It was really good. You know, I have my ups and downs with this show. I love it. I hate it. Drives me nuts. I love it again. It drives me nuts again. Then I cry, and then whatever. Anyways, once I'm in with the show, I'm in. I'm all in. I don't tune out, not even in True Blood when that shit got terrible, okay? So I love this show. I'm in all the way. This season finale finally gave us something good because the whole season I felt like there was a lot of setup and a lot of guns shooting and nobody's dying and nobody's getting shot. The right people aren't getting shot. So finally it comes to the head and, Rick's got Negan and ready to kill him and doesn't kill him. First off, my qualm with this, and I talked to one of my buddies, how are you getting all these injuries, and this guy has now taken a dirty, nasty piece of glass and slit your throat where there's all kinds of major arteries, and you're bleeding out while you monologue and then say, go save him. This dude is going to be dead. Don't tell me he's not going to be dead. I understand in the comics he's not dead. He's jailed up like he's going to be now in the season going forward. However, what's really was good to me was when Maggie was sitting there talking to Jesus, and Daryl came out of the little shadows, and he was in there on Maggie's side, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I thought Daryl and Rick were like, after Rick bit that guy in the throat and ripped his throat out, God, what was that, season 4? That was when they were on their way to Terminus still. And it was like, oh, you're my brother, And then when Daryl was stuck at, Sanctuary with the Saviors, and he finally got out, and him and Rick saw each other again, they embraced, it was like so sweet, I cried, and everything like that, and now it's like, ooh, they're turning on each other.
So when do the zombies come in?
I told you, this is not a zombie show, okay? This show is about what happens when any kind of apocalypse type shit goes down, and everybody starts eating each other. It's like Lord of the Flies.
Every asshole for themselves.
Basically.
Oh, like regular life.
Pretty much. Except with no police around or traffic lights and things like that.
Except for Negan and a baseball bat with wrapped in barbed wire.
Lucille. Oh, Jonathan, I'm so sorry. Jonathan had to take his headphones off because he hasn't watched yet. I'll have to make sure I tell him in the chat when we're done talking about this so that he can come back in. Sorry, Jonathan.
Not our fault that you're too lazy to watch it on the DVR this afternoon.
I was going to say,
or
the
take
show
2,
is
3
on
hours.
at 9 o'clock on Sunday night. It is now 8:11 on Monday. If you haven't seen it yet, it's your own fault. So there. But it was fun. It was good. I finally felt a big payoff, finally.
Well, I'm glad you finally felt a big. It's like so many, nothing.
Pretty much.
Nothing. Trust me, I know how you feel.
Okay, I'm gonna type in the chat that we're done with The Walking Dead.
You can come back now. It's like la 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 la.
Okay, so he can come back live. Oh yeah, he says, please let me know I just heard my name and I listened for a second. Okay, so
Yeah, well, because that was a season finale, wasn't it?
that was the season finale. Yeah.
Yeah, it just because of the season finale. That's the reason why we mention it, because Big Daddy's not into The Walking Dead, but I'm into big media events, and that was quite the spectacle.
He's into what I make him be into when he comes over to smoke a cigar with my husband on a Sunday night, whether it be Game of Thrones or Walking Dead or whatever happens to be my Sunday night show at that time. Just be happy RuPaul's Drag Race is on Thursday night and you work Thursday night.
I'm fine. Listen. You managed to drag me into the Game of Thrones. And
You love it.
That's Camilla Clark. Anyway, a couple other things. Breaking news, by the way, which I should have made a breaking news banner. Should have made a breaking news banner, but amongst the other Murphy's Law things that were going wrong, the editing software decided that it was going to, we do a little something called rendering, where you have the final product out and then you render it so it's all together.
I understand.
And it rendered blank like 4 friggin' times. I had to literally make these break videos 4 times. I'm hating today. That's why the show is probably going to be really, really short.
This is your own fault. You have the show on Mondays.
I know.
So, it's somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah. So we had Arlie Ermy. He was Gunnery Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket, amongst other movies.
Oh, right. Yeah.
An actual real live Marine. And he passed away just this past Friday, I believe it was either Friday or Saturday. And we're going to actually, our finishing video, I've got the iconic opening scene to Full Metal Jacket, and you got to watch it. It's always a riot. It's not the whole scene; it's just a segment of it with him and Private Joker. So I mean, we're talking about a real man, a man's man, a real Marine. So Semper Fi and rest in peace. Also, late breaking news. Just found this out minutes before we went on the air. Harry Anderson, the actor who was the lead actor, Judge Harry on Night Court, a very popular, wildly popular show. He just passed away at the age of 65. And just, of course, in enough time for me not to be able to pull together a Night Court clip, which there are 100 clips. Very funny guy, and very generous. He allowed all the other characters on the show to really shine. Okay, so I mean, Judge Harry had his moments, but he let everybody else on the show, including Dan Larroquette and
John Larroquette.
John Larroquette. Fine, but you didn't know anything about the show?
I just didn't know when you said Harry Anderson. I was like, who? And then you said Night Court, and I went, well, who was he on Night Court? And you said he was the judge. I know John Larroquette because, you've met Gruff but Lovable Tony, my father.
Right.
They look like the two of them. So I get a lot of that comparison a lot. So that's why I know who he is. But he's the only one.
And Tony, I hope you're feeling better.
Tony came home from the hospital today. So
Good.
Big Tony's home. Mom will be watching this tomorrow.
Walk it off. Rub some dirt on it. Go ahead. Give me the look. You know you're going to give me the look like, yeah, right. Rub some dirt on that. But
77 years old. Leave the dude alone.
But celebs are humans. They die. These things come in threes, and there were a couple of. Actually, these things came in like 5s this weekend. But those are the only 2 that we're going to spotlight on because that's the video that I put together. So what we're going to do, since we're keeping the action moving along really extra fast because, like I said, it's been that kind of a Monday, we're going to take you to our first break, and then we're going to come back with our pet of the week right after this.
GONZO Radio.
Is this the right one for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't. You didn't.
I'm telling you I did.
You did not.
Oh, I'm sorry, is this a 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
Oh, just the 5-minute one.
Fine. Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now, let's get one thing quite clear. I most definitely told you.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did just then.
No, nonsense.
Oh, look, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
Well, an argument's not the same as contradiction.
Can be.
No, it can't. An argument's a connected series of statements to establish a definite proposition.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It isn't just contradiction.
Look, if I argue with you, I must take up a contrary position.
But it isn't just saying, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Argument's an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Not at all.
No, look.
Thank you. Morning.
What?
That's it. Morning.
But I was just getting interested.
Sorry, the 5 minutes is up.
That was never 5 minutes just now.
I'm afraid it was.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to argue anymore.
What?
If you want me to go on arguing, I'll have to pay for another 5 minutes.
But that was never 5 minutes just now. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous.
I'm very sorry, but I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
Oh, all right. There you are.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, what?
that was never 5 minutes just
I
now.
told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
I just paid.
No, you didn't.
I did! I did! Look, I don't want to argue about that.
Well, I'm very sorry, but you didn't pay.
Aha! Well, if I didn't pay, why are you arguing? Gotcha.
There you have it.
Is that? If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing in my spare time.
I've had enough of this.
There you have it.
Oh, shut up.
Gonzo Radio.
Always, but always a favorite. Always loved the Monty Python bits that we talk about them all week. So it's like you're going to mention something and I'm going to go, oh, inspiration.
I like beginning of that clip when he first walks in with, oh gosh, who's in the other clip? Is it Terry Gilliam? Who's it? I can't remember who he walks in.
When he goes in,
when he goes in at
wanders
first.
into
Oh,
it.
it's Graham, and he goes in there and he goes, "What are you doing in here? What do you want?" And he's like, "Hey, I came in here for an argument." He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is abuse. You want the next room." I mean, they are so good, so funny.
Way before their time, most definitely. And everybody used to make fun of us because we would be sitting at home on a Friday night watching PBS, watching them and Doctor Who, and it was like, we don't watch that stupid English stuff for anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know, Faulty Towers, the 2 seasons of Faulty Towers are on Netflix. So that's another, I just love John Cleese so much in that show. I remember watching that show with my parents as a kid. I love that show. It's so funny.
Another reason why I've got to get my next Netflix account back. That and Lost in Space is coming on now, the new series Lost in Space.
Oh, I have no interest in that.
Philistine. Why? Not enough zombies in it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not enough Real Housewives in it?
Not enough drag queens?
Hello.
You better work.
Yes.
Anyway, don't get all Yas Queen on me yet, okay?
I will
I
will open the library and keep you here till 4.
We have a job to do.
Oh, okay.
And we're pretty much on time doing it, too. So
Are we?
why
Look at
don't
us.
we...
We're going to get out of here quick.
And I'm trying to set things up for us so that we can jump right to our Good Karma Pet of the Week. Wait, here we go. Let me get the Cube Zoom for this one.
Zoom. Woo.
We really need somebody to work a switcher. All right, so let's have it.
All right. Good Karma, Pet Rescue, Pet of the Week. This is Julieta. She was rescued off the streets of Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. She's a beautiful 4-year-old, about 35 pounds, sweetheart of a mixed breed.
Look at the big smile on her.
So she's listed as a Terrier Basenji mix, but we never really know. These are island breed dogs. Who knows what they could be? Whatever kind of dog she is, she's gorgeous. Her foster mom says that Julieta is playful and affectionate. She's not much of a barker. She's friendly with other dogs that are her size or bigger, like big dogs, but she's not a fan of the small pups or the cats. Our fosters will always set up a meet and greet because you always want to meet and greet with the dog before you adopt it, whether you have your own dogs or not. But you bring your dog, you meet and greet with the dog, you see how they get along before you adopt the dog. She has a lot of energy, so she's going to be best suited in a house that has an active family, a yard to run around in. She's going to be up for a good game of fetch, to run some of that energy off.
She looks to be about 25, 30 pounds.
She's about 35 pounds, and she's all muscle. She's a nice little muscly dog. She likes to hunt lizards, and she likes to hunt squirrels. And, you know, she's a Puerto Rican dog, so she probably lived on the street. That was probably the main diet that she had there, was whatever she could find and catch. So she's probably going to benefit from an adopter that's going to give her some training and teach her how to be a good, well-behaved dog. She's a very good eater. She loves her food. And a food-motivated dog is a very easily trainable dog. When your dog is not motivated by food, it's hard to find something to get that dog motivated to work for you.
Yeah, you tell a non-food motivated dog, all right, sit up. Wait, like,
yeah, I'll give you this toy. Whatever, there's toys over there. I'll get one of those instead.
I'll wait for you to leave.
Exactly. So this dog is house trained. She is healthy. She's vetted. She's ready for her forever home. Her adoption fee is $175. Good Karma adoption fees always include the dog's vaccinations, their heartworm tests, spay or neuter, deworming, parasite screening, and a microchip. And then I always tell you guys, don't forget, we always need fosters. Our doggies and kitties need places to go. They need homes. We don't have a shelter. We don't have some sort of a rescue facility where all these dogs hang out. They're all in foster homes from Miami to West Palm Beach. Okay, if you want to do that, the more foster homes that we have, the more dogs and cats that we could save from the kill shelters or from owners that are surrendering them. They're just going to dump them on the street somewhere, like my little Sheldon was dumped on the street.
Douchebag.
Dumped on the street, poor little puppy dog, because he was supposed to be a mini golden doodle, and then he didn't fit in someone's purse anymore. So they dumped him at Miami-Dade Animal Services, and then he got adopted, and then he got dumped on the streets. So people suck.
Don't be bitter.
Well, he's my dog now, so he's hit the lottery.
Yeah.
So go to foster.goodkarmapetrescue.org to fill out an application to foster. Go to adopt a dog or adopt a cat.goodkarmapetrescue.org.
Oh, wait. I've got a cat graphic. Hang on. I've got a cat graphic.
So you say.
The Good Luck Cat Cafe.
Oh, yay. Good luck, Cat Cafe. Oh, I love watching all their posts on Facebook because whoever does their social media posts, they are so funny, these posts of all these cats. So Good Luck Cat Cafe is in Wilton Manors inside of Boomerang's thrift shop.
Right.
And let me tell you something. That Boomerang's thrift shop, with my OCD, I walked into that place and I felt wonderful. They had lines of shirts and it was all like short sleeve shirts, white. Then it was like beige, and then it was gray, and then it was black, and
So
then
it was
blue,
color
and it was
shade
purple.
coded.
Everything was all color coded. Short sleeves, then long sleeves. I was like, oh, my OCD. I feel so. Can I get a job here? Can I work here? I feel so comfortable.
You alphabetize your laundry.
You know that's right.
All right, so go ahead and throw out that website there, and any special events coming up.
Yeah, we have our events. So you guys heard the websites already, and then also follow us and like us on Facebook. We have 50,000 plus likes and followers. We want more than 50,000. We have on Friday, 420 as the kids say. From 3 to 7, we have Yappy Hour benefiting Good Karma, and it's Celebrate 420 at Beer World in the Promenade Shops. And the Promenade Shops, in case you don't know, it's 4437 Lyons Road in Coconut Creek, and that's on the southwest corner of Lyons and Wiles.
Right next door to the Silver Spot Cinema, one of my favorite theaters.
Yes, and you can bring your four-legged friends and come and meet some of our available pets while you enjoy some great food and some drinks and some fun company, because we're a fun crowd. There's going to be games and giveaways. It should be a really fun time. All of our events are always a blast. The next day, on Saturday the 21st, for those of you that are a little farther south, we have the Cooper City Dog Adopt-a-thon, excuse me. That's on the 21st, Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., and that's at Memorial Park, 9001 Southwest 51st Street in Cooper City. And Memorial Park, it's located behind the community center and the city hall. Then Friday on the 4th, we have an Untapped event, and those are all on Good Karma Pet Rescue Facebook page. That's every Friday. So that's every Friday, all the time, Untapped. Untapped is great. That's where I told you we have the free beer samples. Food trucks. There's all kinds of fun stuff at Untapped. That's at Bailey Contemporary Arts. That's on Friday nights from 6 to 9.
I mean, it's not just about the beer. I mean, it's about the puppies and the kitties. But yeah,
of course. But what's going to be fun too about the Yappy Hour over at World of Beer is you can bring your dog, and there's going to be adoptable dogs there. So if you're the kind of person that's looking to adopt a dog and you want to introduce your dog, you might get there. Your dog might find a very new, brand new best friend that you just love. Go right on your phone, and you can apply to adopt that dog right online. By the time you get home, somebody will call you, do a Facebook home visit, and get you approved and get your application approved, and the dog will be yours. Even better, go online and get pre-approved before you come to one of our events. You could take that dog home with you.
Proving once again, there's an app for everything.
True dat, my friend.
Well, go ahead and give them the websites once again, and then we'll go to our next break.
Okay, so you want to go to foster.goodkarmapetrescue.org. You want to go to adopt a dog or adopt a cat.goodkarmapetrescue.org. You want to like us on Facebook. You want to follow us on Facebook. We're on the Instagrams as well as Sheldon Cooper, my dog. Sheldon Cooper, Sheldon the Wonder Pup on Instagram. You can follow him too.
He really is a wonder pup.
He's doing so good. You should see him. He's like a medical miracle since he's had his little surgery.
What? I saw him yesterday. He's doing fantastic.
I know. I love my
I'm very proud of him. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break here, and we are going to jump over and do our thing with the RUFKM because I've calmed down a little bit now. I'm not as angry, so I'm not dropping any more F-bombs. I already owe $3 to the tip jar, and F. So yeah, RUFKM coming up right after this.
GONZO Radio.
Oh, what? You thought I was kidding when I said it was going to be a quick break? Hi, we're back, and welcome back to the GONZO Radio Show here on a Murphy's Law kind of Monday night. And I have to commend you on a fabulous pet segment, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Gonzo.
Good job by you.
Thanks.
She's getting better at it. Look out. We have an RUFKM story. Now, we sifted through a few of them. One about customs agents losing 1,000 pounds of weed in Argentina and blaming it on rats. Rats ate it. Some really high rats. But amongst others, but we came across one that's really, really red hot. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the video. This is coming to you live, or actually on tape, from Starbucks. Oh, do we love our Starbucks.
Don't get into a fight with them. Don't get into a fight with them. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, what did they get called for? Because there are two black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes. Well, what did they do? What did they do? Did someone tell me what they did?
They didn't do anything. I saw the entire thing.
They didn't. What did they do?
Nothing. And the woman said it's for paying customers and after they didn't do anything.
All right, now, you're probably wondering what all the hubbub is about. Like, they're arresting a couple of black guys at Starbucks. Well, first of all, coffee is racist. So this is last Thursday. It's just this past Tuesday. Two young black men were arrested by police from a Philadelphia Starbucks when the manager made a 911 call. For what? According to police, defiant trespass. What exactly does that mean? Well, it means they were having coffee with a man identified as Alan Yaffe, who was caught on video during the arrest protesting and saying that the arrest was ridiculous and completely based on race. I'll buy that. The men were, Yaffe was meeting with black men for business manager, Yaffe was meeting with the black men for business when the manager, not seeing their white friend prior to the officers being called, the men were arrested, handcuffed, fingerprinted at the station, and released due to lack of evidence. No. Really? Lack of evidence? Like, what kind of evidence would you have?
Police on them? They were because they were black?
They were black. Their coffee was black. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what were they doing that they called the police on them. I didn't really follow it. I saw about like people that stood up for them and things like that, but I didn't really know what happened.
The struggle is real, even in Tony corporate coffee shops. So, yeah, they were arrested, handcuffed. The 8-minute video, which I cut it down to a good 45 seconds because you don't need to see an 8-minute video. I just cut it down to the good parts, the bad parts, the horrible parts. It's making its round now. It's got almost 650,000 views, yet we have 35. Police are conducting an internal investigation, and Starbucks is reviewing the incident. What a corporate answer. Here's a little tip to Starbucks. It's the Asians and the Brits who prefer tea. Brothers like it black, sometimes with a little cream and sugar, too. I have to tell you, this sounds like scared white boy hysteria. I've been to Philly a few times. And they have a great ethnic mix to the city. And it's definitely RUFKM worthy. We're starting to get into a little bit of a hysterical overreaction phase in our society. And that's what's indicative. Everybody's just stop being a douchebag, for crying out loud. I would say douchebag of the week here, but we've already got something of the week, and it's called a pet of the week. Douchebags are getting less attention, and we're going to put you on RUFKM because that's the kind of behavior it is. It's just that simple.
Blondie says that the two guys were waiting for a friend, and they didn't order anything. So they were there waiting for somebody to get there, and they hadn't ordered anything, and then that's why they asked him to leave for the Starbucks.
You know what? I could use a reporter.
Can I tell you something? I have been to Starbucks, and I have seen people at Starbucks, and I've seen this at Panera Bread too, one of my other favorite places to go and get a little bite.
Just sitting there.
I have seen people just sitting there, tapped into the free Wi-Fi, the guest Wi-Fi, and I actually saw a guy at Panera Bread order coffee and then go sit in the back with his own little lunchbox of food that he ate with his like $3 coffee that he bought at Panera Bread. So you're telling me that guy can do that and somebody can sit around and do that, but these two guys came in and they were waiting for somebody. First off, you couldn't.
Fuck.
And by the way, first off, you couldn't say, do you guys need anything? You're not ordering anything? And they say, hey, we're waiting for somebody. Oh, okay. How's that? How's that for an open line of communication? But that's what people don't do. Nobody talks to each other anymore.
Hysterical racism.
I hate people so much. That's why I get my Starbucks in the drive-thru.
You only have to deal with one person.
And the one person in the drive-thru is usually lovely at Starbucks. I usually have a delightful person in the Starbucks drive-thru. You know me. I'm a good tipper, but I don't usually tip these people working at Starbucks, okay? Every time I go through the drive-thru, the person there is so lovely, I just have to pull $1 out of my bag and give them that.
Right on. Well, in closing, wow, we just like wrapped things up real quick, didn't we?
Oh, my husband's going to be so happy.
So thrilled. In closing, the Cohen trial, the Trump lawyer Cohen trial, we've just found out that one of the secret clients for Mr. Cohen was Sean Hannity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Fox Circle of Life is now becoming a little more complete, and now who are you talking to?
No, I just was getting a message from somebody on Facebook that said, "Good job with Pet of the Week." Sorry. I had a little number popped up next to me, and I was like, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yeah, well, we're ending like real early, so I'm looking for trouble. But yeah, so keep an eye on your political soap opera because it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous. While I was doing the pre-production here, I'm sitting there. I've got the headphones on. I'm editing video, yada yada yada, and I can hear Stormy Daniels. Mm-hmm. She steps up to the podium. Actually, we're not going anywhere. You're in big trouble, dude. Okay, not that I'm a personal friend of Stormy Daniels, okay, but I've had a chance to hang out with her and get a taste of her personality. You are in big trouble. I'm the president of the United States. We'll see how that works out for you. All right, so as advertised and as threatened, I am going to leave you with a closer of epic proportions for Gunny, for Mr. Ermy, who is also known as Gunner Sergeant Hartman. And Lisa, do you want to throw out any social medias?
One more time, Facebook, Good Karma Pet Rescue, goodkarmapetrescue.org, on the interwebs, Sheldon the Wonder Pup, and coming to you very, very soon.
Not on Instagram, specify.
Oh,
Instagram,
yes, on the
Instagrams.
On the Instagrams, at Sheldon the Wonder Pup on Instagrams. And then very soon to be launching on Facebook, The Anxiety Express with Shotzi Carmichael.
Oh, hey, no fade to back. Don't do that. And we're looking forward to that, by the way.
Good.
You're going to do a fantastic job.
Thanks, honey.
All right.
It's going to be all about me and my anxiety and my neuroses and my OCD. And then you can talk about yours also. It's going to be fun.
That's a long show. And, of course, you can catch me in the Gonzo Radio group, Gonzo Radio fan page, Richard Gonzo Saligny on Facebook, Gonzo Radio 7, at Gonzo Radio 777 on Twitter, at Gonzo Saligny on Instagram, at the Gonzo Radio Show, and wait, shh, be quiet. Probably getting a lot of reverb there, aren't you? On the Instagrams. And, yeah, I think that's it. We've run out of shit to jibber jabber about.
Oh, thank God.
We used to do such longer shows. I wonder why.
Ooh. Was that a read?
It's a little salty.
Was that a read? I think it was a read.
It's a little salty.
The library's open.
All right, so on behalf of myself and Shotzi Carmichael,
Shotzi Carmichael.
I'm Big Daddy Gonzo, and stand tall before the man, maggot. See y'all next week, maybe. Yeah, most likely. 8 o'clock, same fat channel, same fat time. Peace.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. And the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Do you maggots understand that?
Sir, yes, sir.
Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
Sir, yes, sir.
If you ladies leave my island, if you survive recruit training, you will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death praying for war. But until that day, you are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit. Because I am hard, you will not like me. But the more you hate me, the more you will learn. I am hard, but I am fair. There is no racial bigotry here. I do not look down on niggers, kites, wops, or greasers. Here you are all equally worthless. And my orders are to weed out all non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved corps. Do you maggots understand that?
Sir, yes, sir.
Bullshit, I can't hear you.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's your name, scumbag?
Sir, Private Brown, sir.
Bullshit, from now on you're Private Snowball. Do you like that name?
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, there's one thing that you won't like, Private Snowball. They don't serve fried chicken and watermelon on a daily basis in my mess hall.
Sir, yes, sir.
That you, John Wayne? Is this me?
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant? Nobody, huh? The very fucking godmother said it. I'm fucking standing. I will PT you all until you fucking die. I'll PT you until your asshole for sucking buttermilk. Was it you, you scroungy little fuck, huh?
Sir, no, sir.
You little piece of shit, you look like a fucking worm. I bet it was you.
Sir, no, sir.
Sir, I said it, sir.
Well, no shit. What have we got here? A fucking comedian, private joker. I admire your honesty. Hell, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister. You little scumbag. I got your name. I got your ass. You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Now get up. Get on your feet. You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and shut down your neck. Sir, yes, sir.
Private Joker, why did you join my beloved corps?
Sir, to kill, sir.
So you're a killer.
Sir, yes, sir.
Let me see your war face.
Sir.
You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face.
Ah!
Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face.
Ah!
You don't scare me. Work on it.
Sir, yes, sir.